What if the best SUV for your life isn't the one with the flashiest screen or the loudest badge, but the one that quietly checks every box you actually care about? I didn't set out to fall for the 2026 Nissan Rogue. Honestly, I was leaning towards something newer or smarter. But after 10 days of real-world driving, school runs and downpours, weekend hauls to the hardware store, late-night pharmacy trips, and even a solo mountain drive just to clear my head, I realized something. This isn't just another compact SUV. It's the kind of vehicle that earns your trust without asking for it. And as I lived with it, 5 honest questions kept coming up. The same ones I'd ask if I were standing in the dealership, wallet in hand, trying to make a smart decision. What makes this car better than others in the same price range? How reliable is this car in the long run? What will it really cost me to own this car? Insurance, maintenance, and fuel. What safety features does this car have for everyday driving? And is there any flexibility on the price or added benefits if I buy today? Let me walk you through what I found, not from brochures, but from boots-on-the-ground experience. So, what makes the Rogue better than others in its class? On paper, the Rogue competes with the Toyota RAV4, Honda CR-V, and Ford Escape, but in practice, it stands apart through thoughtful refinement. While rivals focus on efficiency or tech, Nissan prioritizes human comfort. The zero-gravity front seats, standard from SV trim up, are engineered to reduce fatigue on long drives. I tested this on a 3-hour round trip, arrived feeling fresh, not stiff. The cabin feels more upscale than its rivals at similar trims, with soft-touch materials, ambient lighting, and intuitive controls. And unlike the CR-V's overly digital climate system or the RAV4's firm ride, the Rogue balances comfort, usability, and quietness better than any in its segment. It doesn't win on specs, it wins on feel. How reliable is it in the long run? This matters more than horsepower. The 2026 Rogue builds on Nissan's proven third-generation platform, now with over 500,000 units sold worldwide since 2021. The new 1.5-liter VC turbo engine uses variable compression technology, a clever system that adjusts performance based on driving conditions, and has shown strong durability in early owner reports. Nissan backs it with a 3-year, 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty and a 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty, on par with Toyota and Honda. But more telling, J.D. Power ranks Nissan's initial quality among the top mainstream brands, and the Rogue consistently scores high in predicted reliability. After a week of hard use, dirt roads, heavy loads, and stop-and-go traffic, it started instantly every time, never threw a warning light, and felt as solid on day 10 as it did on day 1. What will it really cost me to own? Let's talk real numbers. The Rogue's EPA estimated fuel economy is 30 mpg combined, 28 city, 35 highway. In my mixed driving, with AC on, kids in the back, and frequent idling, I averaged 29 mpg. That's slightly better than the RAV4 FW, 28, and matches the CR-V. At $3.50 a gallon, that's roughly $1,600 a year in fuel for 15,000 miles, about $150 less than many non-hybrid competitors. Maintenance is straightforward. Oil changes every 7,500 miles, no required transmission fluid swaps until 60K, and brake life is excellent thanks to smooth regenerative braking integration. Insurance costs are average for the class, slightly lower than the Mazda CX-5, slightly higher than the RAV4, according to recent Edmunds data. Over 5 years, total ownership costs lands comfortably mid-pack, but the comfort and tech you get for that price tip the value scale heavily in Nissan's favor. What safety features protect you every day? Every 2026 Rogue comes standard with Nissan's Safety Shield 360, even on the base SV trim. That includes automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, blind spot warning, rear cross-traffic alert, lane departure warning, high beam assist, and rear automatic braking. Higher trims add ProPilot Assist 1.0, which combines adaptive cruise control and lane centering for semi-hands-free highway driving. During my commute, it reduced stress in traffic by maintaining safe following distance and gently steering the car down the lane. It's not full self-driving, but it's a genuine co-pilot. For families, the rear door alert system is genius. If you open a rear door before driving, it reminds you to check the back seat when you arrive. Small feature, huge peace of mind. Is there any flexibility on the price or added benefits if I buy today? Toward the end of my test week, I stopped by a couple of local dealers, not as a journalist, just as a curious buyer. I was surprised by how open they were. One offered to throw in all-weather mats and a cargo tray at no extra cost. Another mentioned they still had room in their monthly quota and could work with financing terms if I was serious. It didn't feel pushy, just practical, like they knew people are weighing real budgets right now, and they wanted the Rogue to fit into yours without adding stress. If you're getting close to making a decision, it might be worth having that conversation sooner rather than later. I'll be honest, I came into this test expecting the Rogue to be fine, maybe, solid, maybe forgettable. But it turned out to be the kind of vehicle that disappears beneath you in the best way. Reliable, comfortable, and quietly capable. It doesn't need to prove anything, it just shows up for school drop-offs, road trips, rainy commutes, and everything in between. And after 10 days of living with it, I found myself hoping my next daily driver could be this unassuming, dependable, and human. If this grounded, experience-first look at the 2026 Nissan Rogue helped you see it clearly, consider subscribing to Luxury Motor. We don't chase hype, we live with cars, so you can make decisions with confidence, not guesswork. Thanks for reading, and I'll see